Hello, and today we're going to cover how to make a favicon. That's just this little tiny icon up here on the tab for the browser. So how do you put one up there? So here's our program of a generic, just simple program for putting something on the internet. And this line right here is where we're going to do that icon. Now they call them favicons. Favorite icon, I guess. And you can see ICO, which they just take the end off for icon. And so this right here is what puts that up there on the top. It's just you have a link in your page and you put it up there. So let's go ahead and create an image, but what do we use for what devices, what browser, what phone, all that kind of stuff. So let's start there. So we need some images to turn into PNGs. We're going to start with 128 by 128. So here's our little square. We need this square to have a transparent background. So on that layer, we need to add an alpha channel. And if we grab our eraser tool, we can see that there is a alpha channel. Now if we get our pencil, I want to make this brush a little bit smaller. Okay, a control scroll wheel, and now I'm just going to roughly just put a number in here. I'm not going to try and be perfect about this. I just want to be able to see this. So there we go, 128. So we're going to go ahead and export this, save this as N, I guess, for number 128. And we'll go ahead and export this. When you click the export button, it just basically establishes the name, and then we go ahead and get our export stuff, and that's saved. Okay, so now what I want to do is erase everything again, and then we're going to do 64. So let's change our image size. So we're going to scale our image. We're going to go to 64. Scale that. So there are 64 by 64 pixels. Let's go ahead and get our pencil again. I see our brush is too big, so we'll make it smaller. And we need a 64. It kind of looks like a 64. That's close enough. Let's go ahead and export that. And we're going to export that as N64. Export. Alright. And we can see up here at the top it says 64 by 64. Image change again. So I'm going to scale it down to 48. 48. Okay, that's good. Scale it. Now we're going to go ahead and change the brush size again. Let's go ahead and erase everything. Alright, pencil. And this is 48, so I need a 4 and an 8. There we go. Export. Change that number to 48. Alright. Scale the image to 32. I put 34 up there. Okay, that's good. 32. Alright. That's correct up there. Eraser. Well, it's just getting easier to erase. Pencil. $32. Export. That leaves only 16. We're going to image size, scale, 16, erase, pencil, let's go down to 2 pixels, 16. So you can see we've already made 4, and this will be our 5th one. Okay, so now we just want to clear everything out. So we're starting over fresh again, and now we just load the pages. We open them as layers. So it's 1, 2, so now we have 5 different images all put into one image, and it has 5 layers. So we'll just go ahead and export that. Now we're going to export that as, we'll just say numbers. You make that up, and then ICO. It's the first 3 letters to icon. So there are 5 different pictures that we have in there. Export it. Now that is created. So we're pretty much done with the GIMP. So we don't really need to save this. So I'm going to discard it. So it's gone. And now we go to our other programs. So here I'm showing that favicon right here in the Windows file system, and you notice it's showing 48, so it likes image 48 to put it there. Let's see what happens if I change the size, because this one right here is the favicon. So if I make it larger, it didn't seem to change. Make it smaller. Okay, so when I actually went down to the smallest icon, it's using 16 by 16. So it seems like Windows likes 48 and 16. I don't think it'll go anything else. Details, list. If I go details and click on it, I know it's going to give me a preview. No, it didn't give me a preview. Title, contents. Okay. So you can see it'll jump between what image it likes to show, which is kind of interesting. So let's find out what the browser wants to put up there in the little icon area. And we named it number. We'll go with number. Or is it numbers? Save that. Okay, so this is the folder, and if I double click on the HTML file, which is this one up here, it should open it up in the window. And so let's take a look at that image again. Oh, we're in another folder, so we need to put an additional name. That, save it, then go over to this one and recycle, and there it is. So now we can see that it likes 16 by 16 up in the top there. I don't think you can change the size of that at all. No, changing the page size doesn't do anything. So that's how we're gonna put a image up there in the top. So when we do this Mars clock and the website for all this, that's where we're going to put an image up there. Come back and see some more. I'll show some more programming techniques and where I'm going with all this. So I hope you guys got something out of this, and you know now. Thanks for watching.